The Crow versus Hackslash issue number one from IDW. So I finally got a chance to read this. This is actually the only comic book that I read this week, other than I've been reading some of the old Sonic Archie comics. I actually found that at the bookstore a few days ago. But yeah, I finally got a chance to read. This actually came out a few weeks ago. I had no idea that there was actually going to be another Hackslash. I was so happy, especially when I saw Celia was involved. Even though I'll be honest, I wasn't too big a fan of Hackslash versus Chaos. I mean, it wasn't a terrible series. A lot better than Resurrection. I can say that for sure. But for some reason, it didn't stand up to the original Hackslash stuff. Which was really surprising because I mean it was by Seeley who created the series in the first place. So I was pleasantly surprised when I found out that there was actually another Hackslash, also by Seeley. This one's with the Crow. Minus the movies, I'm not that big into the Crow. I don't really know all that much about him. And speaking of movies, I actually enjoy more than the first movie. Second movie gets a lot of crap, but I actually found parts of it that I liked. The third movie I actually really enjoyed as well. I would say the best Crow movie is obviously the first one with Brandon Lee, and then the third movie would probably be the second best, and then maybe the second one, the one with the dude from the Terminator. I think that was Crow 4. That one was shit. But minus the movies, I'm not knowledgeable on the Crow. I know there was a TV series. I know that obviously it's based off a comic book. I haven't watched or read any of that, so I don't really know much about the Crow. I don't even know which Crow this is supposed to be. I mean, there's variant covers, and one of the variants is Brandon Lee's Crow figure, but I don't know if that's just a variant or what, because I don't know who this is. I don't know if this is Ash. I don't know if this is Eric, right? Eric Draven. I don't know who it's supposed to be, but we start off with. This took me a while to figure out. Like, I mean, I knew, okay, so we get a gunshot and a woman gets hit in the chest and she's dying. And I was like, wait, she's a twin? So did her twin shoot her? Did she shoot her twin? And it's like, oh, wait, twin's dead too. So I guess both twins are now murdered by someone that we see off camera. Well, we don't see because they're off camera. And She Wears Shadows Part 1. So then we get introduced to a drug hobo who shows Cassie and Vlad one of the latest crime scenes and basically a message that's seen at every crime scene. I was like, okay, that's actually a pretty freaky message to leave behind. Can you imagine murdering someone and then taking the time to have to spray paint this onto the walls so that you can leave a message? Like the amount of, because I mean this isn't just like a simple tag, just like the amount of detail, even though it's, I mean, in terms of drawing it's simple, but in terms of graffiti, that's a lot of that's a lot of spray painting. I could probably spent more time spray painting that message than he did committing the actual crimes. But can we point out the fact that we don't have to deal with CeeLo doing? Is it CeeLo? CeeLor? Doing the illustrations. That guy, girl, I don't know. I'm just gonna call him C. C was involved in the Resurrection. He was involved in. I think he was involved in Hackslash versus Chaos. He was involved in one other miniseries, right? I think he was in Vampirella versus Hackslash. Basically, he's been like the go-to for Hackslash, and that's like upset me because his style just does not work for Hackslash. But thankfully, we don't have that person doing that. We have Jim Terry doing the arts, with Seeley doing the script and layouts. But I mean, not the greatest artwork, but way better than previous Hackslash stuff, minus the original, especially the Image stuff. Image stuff has really good artwork. So I'm just gonna skip pages. Basically, Cassie Hack and Vlad go into this church to follow the hobo, and she's introduced to our villain. I'm not sure who this is. I don't know if this is character created just for the series or if she's involved in the Crow series altogether. She doesn't even say her name, but basically she does a lot of the poetic dialogue that the Crow's known for. That I might get flack for this, but I find really pretentious. Like again, I'll say like I enjoyed the Crow movie. I liked the first one. The third one was really good. I even found enjoyment in the second one. So like I like the movies, even though I will say like some of the dialogue just gets. It's almost like it's trying too hard to be poetic, and I don't know. To me, it just comes across very like edgelord, emo, pretentious. So we get a lot of that with this character. But yeah, she basically rushes out on the top of the church building. She's gonna jump off when Cassie grabs her and bashes her open with her bat. And I'm like, okay, finally we see Cassie hit someone on the head and actually leave a mark. So that was like, okay, finally. I know it's like a little detail, but especially in Resurrection, Cassie would hit a lot of people with her spiked baseball bat, and people would just kind of shrug it off, or they would act as if they got hit by a wiffle bat. Like it's like, oh, some mild inconvenience. It's like, bitch, it's a fucking wooden bat with nails in it. How are you not dead? There's literally a scene where Cassie hit someone in the head with the spiked bat, and then they were fine like the next panel, and it's like, that's a spiked bat. How did she not murder this dude? Especially since he was a human. So they actually see, okay, she actually put a hole in this character's head. Obviously the character's not dead because maybe they're a part of the Crow, or at least they have something to do with the Crow, because there was a Crow earlier on, and there's a scene earlier where she has a crow locked up in a cage. So it kind of leads me to think she's able to tap into the power somehow. But yeah, Cassie and them have some dialogue. She's about to throw Cassie off when Vlad kind of helps her, and then Cassie herself is about to fall when we're introduced to the Crow, and it kind of ends. So this is basically a setup issue. Not too much action, though. A decent amount of action in this. I mean, half of this is somewhat actiony. So I will say I was pleasantly surprised with this. I mean, anyone who doesn't know, I freaking love Hack Slash. It's my favorite comic book franchise, and I've been very disappointed in the previous Hack Slash stuff. I think the last one I actually really enjoyed was Vampirella versus Hack Slash, and even that one, like, obviously doesn't stack up when compared to the original DDP, right? Yeah, DDP and the Image stuff. But at least this is a step up from Resurrection. It's a step up from Hack Slash versus Chaos. It's just the first issue, so it could still fail, but I liked it so far. I'm really interested. I think this was a good setup. Good setup and artwork again. Not nothing compared to like Marvel's actually good quality stuff or DC, but a lot better artwork when compared to previous Hack Slash stuff. So yeah, I enjoyed this. Thumbs up. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. I don't know what I'm going to be doing for my next comic book review. Like I said, minus Sonic, I haven't really read any comic books lately. I've just my interest in comics they're really starting to die down. I've been reading a lot of manga, and I've been reading light novels. If anyone's interested, here's some of the light novels I've been reading. Demon City, Shinjuku. There's an anime movie on this, actually really good. I've been reading Black Bullet. I would really like Black Bullets. I just picked this up. I haven't read it yet, though. The Rising of Shield Hero. I actually got introduced to this mostly because of the whole Vic stuff going on. And then Strike the Blood. So I've been reading a lot of mangas and light novels. Not so much comics, but hopefully that can change. I need to find some good stuff. But yeah, pretty decent issue. Hope you guys enjoy. Please subscribe if you guys haven't already. Hit the bell for notification. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Feel free to comment down below. Please share this with people if you can. Help the channel grow in that way. But I hope you have a good one.